everybody, what is up? Video here, and it's been a little too long, I guess, since my last video. Last video I uploaded was a stop motion for the first time in like a year, so I apologize for that. But today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Superpowered Beatdown. I guess this is the first time I'm reviewing one of these, because this one was just too cool. That I had to review this one. Usually I just do predictions and that's it. I don't do reaction videos or anything like that because those are kind of dumb, so no offense to anyone that does them. I think, I have nothing to really add to that. This was just too cool, I had to review it. Spider-Man's my favorite character, so obviously I had to review this one. And as far as everything goes, I thought it was really good. I definitely think it was their best one. I guess if we break it down, if you want to break it down like it's a film, it's certainly continuing with their ability to constantly be getting bigger and better, I guess. I've been watching Bat in the Sun for a long time, and you can certainly see that they've constantly been able to build up and make their stuff better. I say since Batman vs. Darth Vader, I think these have gotten consistently better, which means they take longer to make, so we have to wait longer to get them. But when you get them, they're really cool, and they're working on so many at once. Like, geez, check their Facebook, and they're working on like 3 or 4 at a time, and then you forget that they're doing one, and then it's coming out next. First of all, this is Spider-Man vs. Darth Vader, and wow, like I said, it's probably their best one that they've done. I really liked this one. Definitely my favorite out of all of theirs, and not just because it's Spider-Man, even though that is a big part of it. I had a big dumb smile the entire time I was watching it, because it's just really well done. I love the costume that they used for Spider-Man. It was essentially the Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume, I think. That's pretty much the one they used. They probably did some sort of replica for that. I don't know, I'm not a huge costume guy, so someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong. And Darth Maul looked really cool. Like the makeup and everything on him was done really well, and I don't know. The setting was cool. Oh man, there's just so much to talk about. But let's talk about the fight itself, which was really well choreographed. Spider-Man's flipping around, he's jumping on walls and stuff. And I like how the entire fight is literally Spider-Man dodging and flipping around and making quips. And they really got the character down. Aside from one thing, which I think is my really only criticism, and it's kind of like petty because it's like a 5-minute fight. Are we really gonna like get into the nitty gritty and like, oh, this character's not portrayed properly or whatever? But yes, I'm gonna do that. I do think in this situation, Spider-Man's a little too jokey. Like Mary Jane's like captured, she could die, and Spider-Man's making jokes, which isn't very Spider-Man-like. I will be honest. They posted on their Facebook that they got their inspiration from the Ultimate Spider-Man run, which I actually read a lot of that, and I can definitely see that's the inspiration here, was the Ultimate Spider-Man run. This certainly had an Ultimate Spider-Man vibe to it, and I can definitely see the inspiration there. With a lot of the quips while fighting, and that's Spider-Man. He makes jokes, and he fights, and he annoys his opponents, and he uses it as a weapon, which is cool. But like I said, I thought the effects were really cool. They're always stepping it up. I thought it was really cool. Just the overall effects of it was just a lot better than you would expect from a fan film, but these guys are constantly proving that even though we're a fan film thing and we're not a huge budget studio, we can still make really cool looking fights, and it definitely shows here with the costumes and the effects and the choreography. A lot of time obviously went into this, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good, and the outcome, Spider-Man wins, which I was a little bit surprised, but not really. Obviously, no one wants to see Spider-Man die, so obviously I feel like people are going to vote for him. Heck, in my prediction video, which I'll link somewhere on the screen or whatever, I predicted Spider-Man would win. I don't even remember what I said in that video, but I'll put it on here. It's kind of pointless now since the fight is actually out, but even I predicted Spider-Man would win, and he won. And I thought it was a really well-handled thing. You definitely got to see a lot of the Force versus, like, you know, Spider-Sense and Spider-Man's overall agility. I thought it was really cool. And the the one scene I thought was just kind of cool. It was Darth Maul, you know, he pushes Spider-Man out a window, and then he gets pissed off and he's just slamming him over and over again. And at that point, I was like, uh-oh, is Spider-Man gonna lose? And then they made him get the symbiote suit, which looked equally as cool. I wish he got to fight in that a little bit longer. But as soon as he gets the black suit on, there's maybe 10 seconds left to fight, and then it's a decapitation, which a lot of these end in decapitations or some sort of puncture to the head. Go ahead and bring all of those up on the screen, like right now. Every single superpowered beatdown that ends in a decapitation or head stab. There's a lot of them. The coolest thing, though, is Stan Lee cameo. Holy crap, they actually got Stan Lee to do a cameo for them in it. And overall, I thought the fight was awesome and really well done. I continue to support these guys and everything they do because it's really cool. Anyways, let's talk about the next fight, which is Iron Man versus Optimus Prime, which is like an all CG battle for the most part. I'll probably do a verse or predictions video on this, but overall I think it's pretty one-sided. I'll get to that when I do my predictions video, but the person who I think is going to win is just going to win by a landslide, so yeah. We'll see how that goes. I'm much more excited for the other battles that they're working on, like Nightwing versus Winter Soldier, which they've been working on that for a while, and Wonder Woman versus Wolverine, which is going to be super cool. And once again, I'll do a prediction video on that when that is out, because that's going to be cool. So that's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and check out the video. I'll link it and whatnot. So there you go. I rambled on way too long. Good job, guys. I certainly liked it. Still waiting for when I'm going to be cast as Spider-Man, but oh well. I'll keep on waiting. See you guys later. It's perfect casting. I don't know why they haven't done it yet.